Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Motorcycle Rewind. Today we have something a little different. We're in the shop and it's a wreck, so we are cleaning it up. The first thing that we're doing is we're scavenging wires that we can use later for later projects from the old wiring harness for the CB750. So we put a new wiring harness on it because this one was fried, and not so much it was fried, but it had every, let me see if I can find it. It had every Scotch lock connector on it that you would want. What did I do with it? It's around here somewhere. Here it is. See, this is what it looked like. They put a connector right next to a connector, and it's bananas. Right, so we're scavenging the wires mainly because if I love to use connectors if I have to use it, especially original ones, just because I don't have to use mine, and I'm kind of a little crazy about making sure my wires match. So I've got a bunch of colors to choose from. So we're going to do that. I'm going to set you guys up. We're going to keep peeling these back. We'll save these. We'll put them in the wire drawer over there. And then that way we have stuff in case we need it. It's just an in case, because you always need a wire. So let me get you guys set up and we'll get started. Okay guys, just peeling these wires back. Some of it, this wiring harness had so many DIY butt connectors on it when I first got it. So if I can peel this back and I've got good wires and I can keep them kind of bundled, stuff I can use for later, it's awesome for me. So I'm not going to keep all these connectors. I really want a couple of things I really want to get to. I want to get to this big red wire because I want to save it, because you never know when you're going to need a good heavy gauge red wire, especially if it's the right color. So let me do this. This whole thing started because I had to clean the shop, and so this was already out. It was one of those things I had to clean up, and I hadn't got to it yet, so I figured what better time than now. So I'm getting a little, I don't know if you guys get this way, but you get a little project overload, right? You end up with too many projects, and then they get to a spot to where they're not moving, not progressing. So I like to, when I get to that point, I like to just say, okay, let's take a step back. Let's reset, and then let's get back into this. And that's kind of what I'm doing now. And I always, when I do that, it always starts with cleaning. I don't know about you guys, but I tend to be my default setting is a little OCD. I don't have enough OCD for other people, but I have more than enough for me. So let me get you guys set up, and I'll keep going at this, seeing if I can save some wires. So let's see where my trash is. Keep the trash out of the way. And again, I'm not worried about these. Some of these connectors are so bad, they were just falling apart. I've replaced the whole harness, so we're good. I'm not keeping these because these are specific to, I mean, I could use them for different Hondas, but I'm really after the wires. Not after all the wires, just after some of the wires. So I'm just going to keep cutting off these connectors because get those out of the way. Because I've got, the reason why I'm not so worried about the connectors is I've got this guy. If you guys don't have one of these, I would highly recommend, if you work on these old motorcycles, that way I can make my own connectors. So it makes life a little easier. Oh, I will save this guy. It looks like maybe it's a blinker relay. I'll save it because that one over there may need it. I will try to get all the way down to see if I can get this red wire all the way out. It's a bit much, but let me just keep cutting off these connectors. And you guys may be saying, I'd never save all that wire. You never know when you're going to need it, and you know, maybe it's the one thing. Spending less money on wire is going to help me save the shop, so we'll see. Some of these are pretty rough, but oh, that wire was not good. Let me trim this back. It just broke off right there. Let's trim it back. Like I said, I like to keep the connectors because you never know. Sometimes if you just need one, if you need to make up something quick, you got a head start. And this black and white wire will come in handy at some point. Maybe. It's got a bunch of maybe repairs on it. Yeah, see, this is not how you repair it. Right? Not how you do it. And then look, there's another one 3 inches away from that one. And then hold on, there was a connector. This was the factory union, right? Where they fit in. And they put another one right there, another one right there. That's bananas, guys. You don't have to do that. We'll leave this guy. We'll trim it off right here. I will put a piece of shrink wrap, a little heat shrink right over that, just so that we're covered. And I may never even use this, but if I do, if I need it, I got it, and I might as well heat shrink that so that we don't have to worry about it. I'm going to get a bigger heat shrink. A little bit bigger. We'll go with that one, and then we're going to go with this one right on top of it. We'll heat them both up real quick. I don't know about you guys, but this is how I spin out of control. You start with one thing. This is how, hey, I'm gonna clean up the shop. 15-minute job turns into 2 days because you're scavenging wire and putting heat shrink on it. Wire you may never use, but if I need it, it'll be ready to go. Let me do this. Let me get some stuff out of the way. It's not gonna run out of space. Move all these over here. Okay, guys, this is what we ended up with. 2 pretty good bundles of usable wire. I went ahead and trimmed them down to where I didn't have long tails sticking out. I'm not going to trim this black or this red wire or this red and white one just because I believe they're good, and it's a heavier gauge wire, something I may use a little bit more. Also didn't trim these with the ends because you never know. Never know when you're going to need them, and they're already there, so I don't have to worry about it. But that's just scavenging some wire, you know, not letting it go to waste. And then now I can put it in the wire drawer over here, which these 2 drawers over here are full of wires. This one's just wires, and then this is other connectors, solenoids, things like that. So if I have them, it's good. I've got new wire in there, but why not keep old stuff so I can just get to it and use it whenever I need it. Kind of saves me a little bit of time, energy, and some money. That way we can keep the shop. Now I gotta finish cleaning up my mess. Originally started by cleaning off the tops of the counters. So let me get back to that. I'll set you guys up, and if you want, you can watch me clean. It's just a dude cleaning the shop, but you never know. Sometimes that's fun. Okay, so here's another bit of salvage. This is the old instrument cluster for the CB750 1979 that we're going to be getting, but you'll be seeing it real quickly. And what I really want to get to, I want to take this guy apart. I already got a new one. This one was all destroyed. The housing was all cracked, and so I got a new one for it just to clean it up. But what I want to get to are the lights that are here, because they make good test lights. Oh, look, you can see this. This is the reason why I got a new harness. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 butt connectors. It's like, what are you doing? Look at this. This has got every wire into this one. It's like, come on, man. You're better than that. Did you cut them and then just stick them back together because you didn't want to take the whole thing off? Is that what happened? Who knows? Who knows? But that's crazy town. And I'm tossing this. This is no good. But what I want to get to are some of these lights, so I can have some more test lights, because I use them as test lights. And they always come up missing. So let's see where we are here. And like I said, they always come up missing, so I'm after these guys here. Come on, good screwdriver. There we go. Come on, it's not that hard. Let's see if I grab a pair of pliers, see if that'll make a difference. Come on. I think I'm out. These things are normally not that hard to come out. They normally just pop right out. Let me see if this one. Normally just pop right out, right? Let me fix you guys a little bit. And a little bit. How about that? A little better. There we go. Come on. What is the hold up here? Typically it's just a bulb that just pushes in this rubber housing. This rubber housing is good. No water in there for sure. Geez, they're breaking. I thought I was going to save this. Come on. Oh, this is insane. Jeez and Pete's. Somebody's screaming at the computer right now saying, you gotta turn it. Normally they just push in. Well, the good thing is a bunch, because I'm about to destroy this one. Come on, really? Jeez, did it just let loose for some reason? I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened there. Let's see if we can duplicate the process. See if we can make it equally as painful. See, so they should just push in. Looks like the rubber on this one, yeah, there it is. It just pushes in. Jeez, Pete's. Really? This rubber just pushes in. I just got the other one out. Jeez. Am I going crazy in here? Maybe pull that one out of there and see if there's something that I'm missing, which should not be. Yeah, just goes in. There's not a, this is the top bit, so there's no rib or anything holding it there. There's just these two right here, which is crazy because I should be able to grab it and, jeez, and pull it up, but you can't. And there's no piece that this hooks on. This just slides in. Equally as baffled. Let's see. I can just destroy this. See if I can just push it through. Does it go through? Yeah, look, it goes through. This is crazy town. Is it just stuck to the rubber, maybe? Well, the pushing it through maybe was not a good idea. Yeah, this, I just had to remember why I wasn't saving this one, because the needle's bent, so this one may get a little. No, I'm not going to go after that one. I'm going to try and see if I can get to another one that is equally as stuck. Let's try a little spin around first. I know it's free. This is insane. I mean, I just wanted a free test light. That's all I wanted. Just to keep in the toolbox, just in case you want to set the timing. Jeez, I'm Pete's. Okay, this is no longer a fun activity. Thought it would have been quick and easy. You just unscrew those things and then pull out. That's not happening. That's not happening. We're just going to keep this one. Got it. We're going to get this one. We're going to get out of here and get enough room on here. And then we're going to move on with our life. Again, this was just something I was throwing away. So I'm going to throw this away. You win some, you lose some. Sometimes they're easy, sometimes they're not. This was insane. Okay guys, more cleanup. This is probably my favorite thing in the world to do, and it's sorting out this mess, right? I typically wrap them up after, but this is after we went to barber and I ended up leaving a mess. So after we unloaded the motorcycles, I didn't bother to sort everything back out. But the way I typically do it is I wrap them all up, tie them with some Velcro straps, just so when I reach in to get one, I don't end up trying to do this. Because when you pick up one, it's like trying to get one spaghetti noodle out of the bowl. You're gonna get them all. So I can't stand that. So because of that, I gotta sort them out. So I typically do it right after, but this has been a couple of weeks, been a little busy, so I hadn't had a chance. So now I am wrapping these up so I don't have to worry about it. And I do this, and I've already mentioned, guys, I do have a little OCD, so I apologize, but I would rather have these set up and wrapped up than not. Because now when I go to use them the next time, they're all sorted. And I should have done this sooner, but it's been in the bucket waiting to be done. So we're gonna go through and do this. So I'll set you guys up and I'll time lapse this so you don't have to sit and stare at me watching me do it. But Maybe you can. Maybe I'll just, maybe I'm not going to time lapse it. I'm just going to let it run. I'm just going to let it rip right there. So, here we go. Mm-hmm. It doesn't take long. It's just one of those chores, right? We all don't like doing, but we're happy it's done once we got it done. Okay? Like I can't stand to mow the grass, but I like to look at it after it's been mowed. So, but I much rather prefer watching somebody else mow the lawn. Like preferably one of my children, but it was more of a rite of passage when they were younger, right? Me getting to watch them mow the grass because I could make them do that. Now if I want somebody else to mow my lawn, I gotta pay them. Because kids don't live at home. See, this is why you do this, because of this mess right here. And I don't know how it happens. I didn't knot them up. All I did was throw them in the bucket, and then empty them from the, in the basket, and then empty them from the basket. So typically I said I do this right after I'm done, so I don't have to deal with it. But we got in late from Barber, and one of those shortcuts. Next time I'll think twice about taking it, because it's not as much fun to do it all at once after they've been sitting and thinking about knotting themselves up. And these little Velcro straps you just get at Harbor Freight for cents. It's not much, but it makes it. And I use the Velcro straps to tie up my tails when I'm strapping something down, so I don't have to worry about the tails flapping. I don't have to worry about tying it around a whole bunch. I can just do that. The other thing is, for me, again, a little OCD, they have to be completely loose when I pull them out, so that it's easier. I'm trying to save me a little bit of time, energy, and effort on the other side, as opposed to getting it strapped on. Oh, let me fix my strap, and I got to worry about fixing the strap. I don't want to do that. I just want to strap the motorcycle down and go. Try to save a little bit of time. I've only got 40 more of these to do, so no, joking, they're not 40, but it seems like 40. See, this is one day in the not too distant future. My grandson is going to be old enough to wrap these things up for me, so I won't have to worry with it. He's almost 3. I mean, that's time. He's got a motorcycle, so he's got to learn how to do this sort of stuff. If you haven't seen his motorcycle, I'll put a link to it right up here. It's a little Kawasaki MT1 75cc, little 2-stroke. I think it's a 74 or 75, I can't remember off the top of my head. But it's cool, it's neat. If you haven't had a chance to check out that video, check it out, because when I bought it at Barber a couple of years ago, it needed to be, needed work. It didn't run or anything. And we were able to get it going and then make it look pretty. But the cool thing is everything that came with it. It came with original owner's manual, original warranty card, the canceled check from the people when they bought it brand new. The original invoice. I mean, it's the paperwork that it has is pretty incredible. So, and it's complete. So, and it's pretty now. So, which makes his mom happy. That's the key. If you want to get your grandchildren motorcycles, make sure they look pretty. That's the way their mom thinks they're cute. Start with a cute one. Even though, I will tell you this, that this little 75cc motorcycle, two-stroke, is ridiculous. It probably does 40 miles an hour with me on it. And they used to just give those to children and fill it up with gas and smack them on the butt and say, don't come back till it's empty. It's insane. Now we strap them in the back seat of the car with a 5-point safety harness. And they thought that was a good idea. So, check it out. It's kind of neat. How much fun is this? So guys, let me know down below. What's your bucket list motorcycle? What's the one you wish you had? And you know, I've got a list of motorcycles I want, and they're just motorcycles I want, which doesn't mean that they have to be rare or priceless or anything like that. You know, I'm not after a Vincent Black Shadow or anything like that. That's not what I'm into. I'm into what motorcycle would I want that I'd want to ride and use. So that's, let me know down below. You know, like I said, I've got a list of them that I want. One of the ones that I want is an early 60s Vespa, but not a Vespa. It's a Sears Allstate, which is a Vespa. But Sears had so much stroke back in the day that they told Vespa that, hey, if you want to sell your motorcycles through our catalog, we're going to change the name. And we're going to call it something else. So I think that that's kind of badass. I think that was kind of a, talk about a gangster move by Sears that, unfortunately, they stopped being a gangster and started going out of business. But to do that, to have that much stroke, to say, oh yeah, we're going to sell your stuff. We think they're good, but you're going to have to call it whatever we want you to call it. And that is incredible. So that's why I want an Allstate. Not because they're worth more, but just because I think it was a kind of a badass move. And they look just the same. They have kind of a cool, the earlier ones, they have a cool little badging Allstate with the outline of the United States on it, which I think is kind of cool. So again, for no reason, bucket list motorcycle. It's not a rare motorcycle, not anything crazy like, oh my gosh, that's what I'm after. No, it's just something that I'm into. So let me know down below, what's yours? What would be yours if you had to say it? What would be it? And it could be more than one. Mine, I've got 10 of them. I've got 10 of them on the list. That kind of bucket list motorcycles. And what I mean by 10 of them is I decided a couple of years ago is I don't need to own all the motorcycles. I thought for a while that I had to own all of them. And this is coming from a guy that has 14 motorcycles in this shop, in this garage right now. So I don't have to own all of them. But what I decided is I want to own the ones that I want to own. So a couple of them that are on the list. A toaster tank BMW. I know nothing about these motorcycles. I am just a sucker for chrome side covers. And so I like the styling of it. I think it's cool. I don't know the model number. Somebody down below, please tell me. I don't know what it is, but there's something about that motorcycle that I like. The other one is a middle 70s CB750, preferably in that orange. What is it, like sunrise orange? Just because I like it. I think it's neat. Or I'll take that, I don't remember what the red was called, but there's a red color that is kind of a burgundy red, which I think is really pretty. Any one of those in that year, I think it's like 73, 74, 75, somewhere in there, which I really like, I think are cool. But I got a 1979 CB750 sitting right here. Again, it was cheap. That's why I bought it. And it's a project to turn around. And maybe it'll help me get to the 750 I want. These are the ones I have, so I can get to the ones I want. A lot of them here that I already have. One of them that's on the list, the Kawasaki W1, which is sitting over there. Kawasaki W1, that was on my list. Again, chrome side covers. Like I said, I'm a sucker for chrome side covers. So that's one. The CB450K1, which is on the other side. A lot of people are into the bombers, which I think the bombers are cool. I actually like the stylings of the K1 a little bit better. That's why I have it, and it's cool. I love it. So there's a couple other ones that I'm into. What is it, a 75 Goldwing in yellow, when they were still, you know, just motorcycles before they turned into big fairings and bags and all this stuff. That I think is a really cool motorcycle. What are the other ones? I've got a list of them on my phone. Here, I got it right here. So, because you should keep a list of the motorcycles you want on your phone, because I believe everybody should. Notes. Let's see where it is. If I go back to, how about if I search motorcycle? Let's see, where is it? Motorcycle wish list. Kawasaki W1 sitting over there. CB450 in the other room. CB354 in the other room. CB77 Super Hawk, again, chrome side covers, kind of cool. Yamaha XS2, again, in the other room. The Toaster Tank R75 BMW, Goldwing, CB750, and the Vespa. Only other one that's not on here is a motorcycle that I sold. Motorcycle, I didn't sell it, I traded it for my truck. And it showed up for sale on Marketplace a couple of weeks ago. And I think I may get that one back. I think I might get it back, although it's not in the same condition that it was when I traded it. It was awesome. But the reason it's kind of emotional, not that the motorcycle's special or anything like that, it is pretty special, but it's how I met my the friend of mine that recently passed away, recently, a year plus ago. That it's how I met him, through that motorcycle, because I had that motorcycle and I was having a hard time getting it running. I posted a message on the group, on a group about, hey, having a hard time with this. And he said, hey, I got one of those in my yard. If you want it, you can come and get it, and his phone number. And ended up being just an amazing guy, knew everything about everything. I'll post the link above. There's a whole story about this that I did about this with the truck, how I traded a motorcycle for a truck. And I tell the story about Yoda in there, which is pretty awesome. So if you get a chance to, just for that, I love telling that story, because every time I do, I get to think about Howard, or as I called him, Yoda. So, because he did know everything about everything. So, look at that. We managed to talk ourselves through this. And thanks for coming along with me on this, because one of the main reasons why my wife was after me to start one of these YouTube channels was because she goes, you're in there talking to yourself anyway. I would have had the same conversation with or without you. So it makes me look a little less insane when I can tell people I was videoing it, whether the camera is on or not. See, look at this. That's way better. That's way better. Now if I want one, I grab it, it's done. Don't have to worry about it. So, post down below. How do you keep your ratchet straps? Do you just throw them in the back and then suffer through it? Or do you act like a crazy person like I do and wrap them up? Let me know down below. I'm going to keep cleaning.
I figured I'd just take a pause for the cause. I've got a buddy that has a couple of motorcycles up for auction. This one being the first one, this green Cushman. And then you get down here, he's got a couple of other ones. These two scramblers right here. And then you come all the way down to the bottom. Where is it? It's like the last one. And then this Indian right here. So I wanted to just take a pause, just check and see what it's going to go for. See where things are. So this one is live now. Let's see if we can view live. Huh, we can get to the broadcast.
Quarter stroke, rides on 775 Cushman tires, no title, bill of sale only. It does have electric start.
All right, come out of here. And take a look here and tell me. And dividend and $5 here. And dividend $5,000 here. Dividend $5,000. And 2,000 all here. Dividend 2 here. About it. 2.5 and now 5. And $2,500 here. Now 5. And dividend 5 here. About it. 2 5 7.5 here. 3. And $3,000 here. Dividend 3 here. About it. Dividend 7.5 and now 3. And 7.5 and now $3,000 here. Dividend 3 here. About it. Now 2.5. And 3 5 2 now 5. $3,500 here. $3,500 off. $3,500 $5 here, $3,500 money's up here on the internet now. $3,500 $5 here, now 7.5 here, $7.5 half here, $5 down 7.5 here, $5 and 7.5 half here, $5 down 7.5 here, $35 and 3750 here, $5 down here down 7.5 here, $35 and $9 down 7.5 $5 here down 7.5 here, $35 and now 750 here, $5 here down 7.5 Jeff. Here's one of those collector items that you just don't find every day.
Beautiful color combination with an electric start. Even has the cargo box sidecar on it as well. No title on this unit now. Bill of sale only. Here's a buying opportunity for you.
I've got 35, 7.5, 35 and 7.5, here about it, last call, here down.
That's a little cheap.
3,500, and 7 here, and here, now we get 35 and 7.5, and here about it, and half. So $3,500, 3,500. Do we have it back here? All right, Dan, we'll get that in just a second and go on to lot number 102.
Oh.
All right, lot number 102.
That was cheap.
1986 Honda Z50.
See what this guy's going to go
Special
for.
Mini bike. Here's a classic motorbike right here for you, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful color combination as well.
337 was that last buyer? 337. 337. Thank you. All right, here we go. Tell me all about right here down to me on the Honda. Here down to me here. Here right on 6 here. Right 6 out 4,000 right here. 4,500 and $4,500. 5 here about it now 5 and 5,000 and 5,500 and $5,500. 5 here about it and 5 and 5,500 off. And 50 now $6,000. 6 here about it and 55 and 6 off. And 6,000
It's crazy. These Christmas specials bring great money. Even with dings on. This is a well-used one. This wasn't a preserved one. Look, he's got dings in the tank. But where are we at now? $5,500. That's still a good price. Look, you can see it was used.
And now 6,000. 7.5. How about 8 4? We go 8 and 9 6. And now what? 6 is up here on Henderson. Got to be what? 61. $100. 61. $100 $1 here, all in, all done. 61 $100 $1 here, $61 $2 62 $62 $1 $2 here, Justin's in the lead at 1 and now 2 2 3 William is back in 62 63 63 $100 Justin got to be 3 $3 63 $100 3 pair all in final call line 6,300 and I have. Now 4, it's 64, $4 and 3 and 4, $4 $4 $4 3 pair down 4 here, $4 64, $100 $4 now 5 down 5, 64, 65, $100 5 65, Justin, the final call, it's 65, $100 4 5 and I have. So 6,400, and that's going to be 8,231 to bar 6,400.
That's crazy. Let's see where we are.
1979 Honda Z50 mini bike offered at no reserve. Dope runs and drives great. No title. Bill of sale only.
All right, here we go. Come out.
No reserve.
No reserve. $1,000 and $1,500 here down. 15 here. Hit 20 out. 2.5 and now 5. 22.50 bid online. 2,500's off. 25.
Okay, we got about 4 or 5 more. Let this run. I'm gonna clean up a little bit more of my mess while I'm waiting.
5 here on the right, going to be 7.5. 2,750 here. Down 5 down 7.5 here. 25 and 27.5. Here down 5. There we go. 25 and 7.5. All out here down. All done. Here down 2,750 here. Down 7.5 here. 2,750 here. So 2,500. 2,500. That'll go to 2. 316. Thank you, sir. All right, here's going to be
Lot number 103 in 1976 Honda Z50 yellow mini trail bike, ready to ride. 76 Honda Z50.
all right, brings back memories here. Take a look. 5,000 on him. 5,000 pair. $5 here. $2. 25. 3. $3,000. 3 and 5. Down to that. Flash the wrong number. I got 25 to use it, right? Now $3,000 here. 25 and down 7.5. Down 7.5 here. Now $3,000 here. 3 here. $3,000 here. Down 3 here. Down 3,000 now 2.5. Down 32. 150. 32.50, sir. You gotta be 2.5. 32. 150. 3,002 now 5. Now $3,500 here down 5 here about down $3,500 here down 5 up. 3,500 down 2.5 and 5 down 5 here. $3,500 here down 5 here about down 2.5 and 5. 2.5 and 5 down we're good. Here down 5 down 5. Hey, internet last call. You'll be $3,300 here down 3 pair about 3,300 down 3 pair about 2.5 and 3 here. 2.5 and 3 pair about 3 and so Phil's weight 32.50. 32.5. 365 the bar. 365 the bar. Thank you.
Lot number 104 at 1971 Husqvarna 400 Cross, offered at no reserve. Beautiful restoration on this bike. No title, sold with bill of sale only. Tomorrow, here we go. And down number 104. Here, down 5 here. $1,000 and 1,500. 15.2. Down 25.3 here. Down 3. $3,000 here. Down 25.3 now 5. 35.4 here. Down $4,000 here. Down 4 pair down 4 so. 3,500 and $4,000 here. Down 4 now 5. 45. 4,500 here. Down here, $500 internet, gonna be 2.5. Here we go. 4,250 here down here, $4 down 42.50. 4,250 all in. Here we go. 2.5 down last call. Now 5. Now 4,500 down here. Down proxies and 5 and 7.5. 7.5. Try here down here. $4,500 down 7.5 on here. All in. 45 and 4,750 here. Now 5, 6, 7. 46, 4,700. I got 6 on the line. Got to be 7. 46 and 4,700. I'm going to be 6 here down 7. 6 is on the line. $4,700 all in here. So 4,600. That'll be 5261 the bar. 4,600. 5261 the bar. Thank you. Lot number 105 in 1971 Husqvarna 360C Enduro, offered at no reserve. This rare beauty has been restored to showroom quality and ready to ride. Previously been registered for road use and includes a headlight and tail light.
Turn on up, here we go, on the Husqvarna, down 5 here, $1,000 and 1,500, 12.5, 15, 17, 2, and now 2 here, $2,000, $2,000, 2 here, number 2,000, $2,000, 2 here, 17 half, and it's a dyslexic computer, $2,000, 2 here, $2,000, now 22.50, now 5, now 25. $2,500. And now 5. And now 7.5 hundred. And 27.50. And 25's bid. And 7. Now 3,000. And now 3,000. Here now 3,500. Thank you. Now 4. And now 4,000. Now 45. And now 4,500. How about 2.5? That help you any? 4,250. Four spin. 4,250. And I'm back here with Lawrence. Got to be 2.5. 4,000 and 2.5. 400. 4,250. Now 5. And now 4,500. 5 here. 4,500. 5 45. Now 7. What do you got? Did you get 2.5 right there? That's what I thought. Now 5. Now 45. 2.5 and now 5. But down 4,500. 5 here. And 2.5's online. You got to be 4,500. 5 and 4,500. 5 here. About it. And 4,500. 5.5. So online 42.50. 42.5. And that'll go to buyer number 8184. Thank you. 8184. The buyer. All right.
Lot 106 of 1969 Yamaha 125 Enduro AT1, offered at no reserve. Beautiful example of this bike. Pearl paint, new tires, ready to ride, many accessories, shop manual, owner's manual showing 3,393 miles.
You pound down 500 down 5 here. Into 2.5 and now 5 down 2,500. Is that right? You're down 5. And 2,500 down now 7.5 down 5 here about down 5 down 7.5. And 2,750 here down 5 here about down 5 down here down 7.5 on them. And 2,500 and 2,700 down 50 here about all them. And 25 and 7.5 on them down 5 here down 2,750. And 25 is bid on a better deal here, 7.5 on it. And 2,750 here, down now 6 fully go. Down 6 here, down 2,600. And 2,600 under, down 5 here, down 6 on. And 2,600 under, down 5. Now 7 here, down 7. And 6 is bid, down 7. Internet, you got to be 7 here, down 9. And 2,800 under, down 8 here, down 2,800 under, down 8 on. And 2,800 under, down 8 here, down 7 and 8 here, down 7. They come. 2,800 under that dollar. That dollar. That 7 and 2,800 under that. So 2,700, and that'll go to
that little guy.
8130. 8130. The buyer. Thank you. All right. 107.
Lot 107 of 1975 Bodega Road Toad 100, offered at no reserve. Street legal bike, 100cc enduro trail bike, Japanese dependable Fuji engine with 15 horsepower. Came with a 26 millimeter Makuni racing carburetor, high capacity 2.8 gallon fuel tank for extra mileage, automatic oil injection system, very dependable combination street and dirt bike, offered at no reserve.
Take it anywhere you want. Here we go. Line 500. $5,000. Down 5 here. And $1,000. 12.5. Down 15. $1,500. Down now 17.50. Down 5 here. 17.50. $1,750. Down 5 here. Was he bidding or shielding his eyes? Yeah, that player's pretty good. That's right. I got 12.5 online. I'm asking 15, 17, now half, and now 2. And now 2,000. Got 2 bidders online. Down 2. And $2,000. Down proxy. You got to be 2. Down 2. And $2,000. Down 2 here. And now 2.5. And 2.5. $2,250. And 2 spend. And 2.5. $2 here. Down 2.5. $2,250. And 22.5. $5 here. Down 2. Down 2.5. And down the ball in. And 2.5. Check 1. $2,100. You got to be 1. And $2,100 here. Down 1 here. Down 200. Down 1 here. And $2,100. Down 1 here. Down 1. Last call. 2,100. And I have. So $2,000 online, 8231 the buyer. 8231 the buyer. All right.
Lot number 108, ladies and gentlemen, and we have a treat here for you. One of the Henderson Collector Motor Series featured bikes, a 1974 Harley-Davidson MX250 prototype. This bike, one of 50 built at Harley-Davidson to introduce Harley-Davidson into motocross racing in the U.S. Most of the bikes were given to pro motocross races and riders to test. Also, about 20 sold to dealerships for resale. 74 Harley-Davidson MX250 prototype.
And come out, here we go. 30,000 for 30,000 20 here. 10,000. $10,000. I'll let everybody play. $5,000, $6,000. $6,000. 6 here to Mayor. 5 6 6,000. 6 here to Mayor. 5 6,000. 7 $7,000. 7 here to Mayor. 8 here. 8 on the night. 9,010 $10,000 $10,000 $10 now 11 $12 $12 $13,000 $14 $15 $15,000 $15 here $15 off $16,000 $16,000 $16,000 here we go $16,000 $16 here $16 all out $16,000 $16 here $15 $16 here $16,000 here $16,000 go ahead.
One of only 50 bikes though built at Harley-Davidson to introduce Harley-Davidson to the world and to the motocross racing in the United States.
15 Smith, 16,000. 16,000 right over here. 16. Thank you. Now 17. Now 17 right here. 17. 17 here. 17,000. Now 18,000. 18,000 out here. 18 online. You got to be 18. 18 here. 18,000 out here. 18. 17 down. Lathan, your man's out. 18,000. 18,000 out here. 18,000 out here. 18 8 to 19 19 to 19 18 to 19 Jeff Good 18 right over here Jeff 19 19,000 19 here 19,000 19 hey Mason what do you think 19 19 here 19,000 now 20 here 20 20,000 20 here, $20 is all, $20,000 all in. 20 here, $20 here, about it all in. 20 grand, $20 here, $20 all here, about it all in. You got 20, or that's what it takes, 20 grand. 19.5 is on the internet, you ought to be 20. I got 19.5 on the internet. You ought to be 20. $20,000. $20,000. $20,000. 20 here. 20 here. Hey, $20,000. 20 here. 20. Hey, 20 grand. He'll take over here. Sold $19,500. 5538 bar. 19.5 5538 bar. Thank you.
And here's a treat, ladies and gentlemen. We have a couple of these. First coming up is lot number 109. This would be a 1962 Triumph TT Special.
I'm happy that that motorcycle went for almost $20,000. Not because I'm into it, but just
lot
because
number 109. 109. Here's number.
Because there's people in the room that are going to spend up for what they know to be good motorcycles, and the couple of motorcycles that my friend has that are coming up are good motorcycles, and so hopefully it bids well for him.
8,015 now $2 and now $2,000. Then $2,000 2 here 15 and 2 here 2 and 2,000 sold here 2 here 15 and 2 here 2 and 2,000 here 2 here 15 and 2 here 2 here down to here, and 2,000, down to here, here we go, all in, down to here, and 2,000, get one more,
Doak, here's an opportunity. We have one more of these bikes that we're going to offer here for you folks. A Triumph TT special pre-production bike right here. Here's a bike opportunity for you. Running bikes.
You're missing an opportunity here. 2000 sold. In 15-2. Now 25. Down here, down 2 on the internet. Now 5. Now 3. Now 3,000 out here. Down 3 pair of iron. 3 on. In 3,000 out here. Down 3 pair of iron. 25 and 3 here. In 25. Last call here. Down 3 here. Down 3. Hit 3,000. Boys, I appreciate it. We're just too far on that one. All right. Next one is.
Next one is lot number 110, also in 1962.
I was hoping that one wasn't going at that price because that was ridiculous. That was low, and I didn't catch before if they had said no reserve. But here's another one. There may not be triumph buyers in the room.
2,000 and 2,500 and 2,500 and 5 here and 2,500 and down 3 here and 3 on 5 and 3,500 and 3,500. A lot of bike here. 3,500 and 3,500 and 3 and 5 here and 3 and 5 here. And 3,500 and 5 here and 3 and 35 and 3,500 and once, twice, third and final call. 3,000 and 3,500 and 5 here and 3 and 5 and 4 and 4 here and 4 and 4,000 and internet's in the lead. We got to be 4 and 4 and 4,000 and now 5 and 4,500 and 4,500 and 5 here and 4 down 5 here and 45 up and 4,500. Here we go. 5 and 4,500 and 5 up and 4,500 and 5 and I can't do that. We'll keep that one in the collection. Thank you. And let's go to number 111.
Lot number 111, a Honda CL77 305 Scrambler, leak proof, horizontally split.
This is my buddy. This bike is near perfect.
Carbs, automatic advance mechanism, ignition system.
We just got it started the other day, and it runs great.
Wheelbase of 52.4, booted telescopic fork suspension at the front, 42 rear sprocket, 3-gallon tank, no title, bill of sale.
This thing's at no reserve, so.
Bill of sale, and here we go. And 10,000 here, and 2, 25, and 25, and down 3, here down Phil, you're out 3,000, and 3 and 5, and down 35, and down 4, now 4,500.
It should go 8.
45, let them, 45, and now 5,000, and 5 here, and 5,000, and 5,000, 45 here, need 5,000 on it, and 5,000 and 5 here, and 45, and 5,000 and 5 here, about 7.5, help you any, 4,750, and 4,750 here, and 5 here, and 4,500 and 7.5 here, and 45 and 7.5, and 5 here, and 45 and 7.5, and 45 and 4,750 here, and 5 here, and 45 and 47.5. Still thinking about it. 47.50. A bid 45.
Cheap.
I'm asking 7.5. 45 now. 47.5 on it. 4,700.
That's too cheap.
4,500 and 4,500 and 750 and 4,750. And 4,500 and 7.5 and 45 and 7.5 and here down 4750. 45 and 7.5. What do you got? I can't tell what is he saying, 4 or 45? He's got 45 there. You got to be 7.5. 45. Want to be 7.5. 45 and 7.5. Here down here down 4,500 and 7.5. And 45 and 7.5. Down 47.50 and 45 and 7.5 down 5 here down 7.5 here and 45 and 7.5 down. You get 47.5. 45 is still there. Need 47.5 and I have. He said, nope, sold $4,500. Sold $4,500. Thank you. 377 to buyer. 377. Thank you.
Lot number 112, a 1967 Honda CL77 305 Scrambler, offered at no reserve. Gentleman Scrambler with orange exterior, leak-proof, horizontally split, aluminum crankcase, parallel twin 180-degree crankshaft with 4 bearings and a ball on the left and 3 rollers with needle bearings on the connecting rods. No title, bill of sale only. Now, according to the seller, he just told me this morning, original paint on this unit never been restored.
Tim Adam, here we go. All right, on here down to 5,000 fair. $1,000, $1,500. 15 here, 7 now 2. Down now 25. Down 5 here. $2,500. Down 2 here, down 25. Down enter down now 5. Down 3. $3,000. Down 3 fair. Down 25. Down 3 on. $3,000. Down 7.5. Try that. 7.5 on. 7.5 on. Down 50 here. Down 2,750. 25 and 27 and a half. Here we go. And half here. 25 and 2,750. Now 3. Now $3,000. Down 3 pair. $3,000. Down 3,000. Down 7 halves online. I'm asking 3. And $3,000. Down 3 pair. $300. All in. And $3,000. Down 3 pair. $300. Now 5. 32.50 here. Down 3's on the floor. I need 2.5 online. 3,250. We're down half here. 3,250. 3,250. We're down Georgia. Last call. Here we go. 3,250. We're down now 31, 32. 31, 3,200. We're down 2 here.
That's so cheap.
Money's on the internet. 32.
So cheap.
31 and 3,200. 2 here. So 3,100 online. That'll be 56.71 to buyer. 56.71 to buyer. Thank you.
Lot 113 to 1970, 750, 4 cylinders.
See what this guy's going to go for.
1970 Honda 750 bike, dope back in the day. This was a machine to own.
You bet, Jimmy.
Place your bets in the comments below. What do you think this thing's going to go for?
$11,000. Let me hear about it. 10 grand. 10 here about it. $5,000. Start where you want it. 2025. $2,500. $2,500.
Gotta have the right people in the room. That's dirt cheap. I may register and bid.
$2,500. 3 here. 3 and 5. 3 and now $3,500. 5 here. 3 on here. 5 here. $3,500. 3 5 here. Now 4 here. 4,000. 4 here.
That's cheap.
35's up here with Phil. Got to be 4. $4,000. 4 pair. 400. 4,000. And I'm going to be 35. 4 here. 35. 4 here. 35 and 4. Now 45. 4,500. And now $4,500. Now 5. And now $5,000. 5 here.
Still a good price.
Hey, last call. $5,000. Now 5. And now 7.5. And now 5. Hey, $5,000. Now 2.5. And now 5. And now $5,500. 5 here. 500.
Pretty bike.
5 here. 5,500, 5,500, and 5,500, 54, now 55, down here, down 5, yes, 5, 7.5, 7.5, on here, down half here, half, and now 6,000, 6 here, down 6 on, and now 2.5, now 5, down 6,500, and 6,500, here, down
Oh, now it's creeping.
and 6,500, down 5, down 6, I got 2.5, I'm asking 5, and 6,500, here, down 5 here, down 6,500, down here, down to 50 here, down 5 here, and 62.5, down 5 here, go ahead, Jeff.
Actually, Doak, if you think back, you've seen a lot of these bikes that were in the blues and the greens and silvers, but I think this is one of the few that I've seen in the red.
Now 5, $6,500 here, down 5 here, $500,
It's all about having the right people in the room, right?
Twice.
You don't need a bunch of people. You just need 2 that want it.
So $62.50.
That's good price.
20 to buyer. Thank you. 420. Let's move to 114.
If you look them up on Bring a Trailer, they've been going for more than that.
1975 Honda CB 750.
There we go. But
offered at no reserve.
the bad thing is he just beat this thing down with saying you get, because you see them in blues and reds, you don't see the red ones.
Runs excellent with the 730
Missing a side cover. What do you think?
Inline 4.5 speed transmission. Planet blue metallic paint, wire spoke wheels, front brake, and more. Offered at no reserve.
And you bet, child, here we go. And down to be here. And here, and 10 fair. And $10,000. How about two? And now $2,500.
Yeah, I'd be into that. That's the years I like. I like that styling with the black and gold. It's a good price.
$1,750 and now $2,000.
Jeez, you can sell it on Marketplace for more than that. Somebody's gonna steal this.
$7.5 on $5 here, $7.5 here. 25 is now 3 here, down 3,000. 3,000 internet's in the lead, and now 3,000's off. $3,000 here, down 3 here, $28, 29. $2,829 here, down 9 here, $8 here, down 9. $2,900 down. I got 8 bid and 8 9 here, down. I got 8 on the floor. I'm asking 9 on the internet. $2,900 here, down 9 here,
$2,800.
Last call, all in. 2,903. And now 3,000. Now what? 31. And 3,100. One pair about it. 300. One here. And 3,100. Once, twice. Third and final call, 2. And 32. Get 2. And 32. And $3,200. Now 3.
Good price.
And 32. And $3,300. 3 pair about it. Last call, 33. And 33. 4. 4. 33. Where's the 3? Now 4. Jeff, you get 33. 4. And $3,300 and $3,400. All them. $3,400 now 35.
Yeah, you definitely could have sold that on Facebook Marketplace for more money.
5 here, $4 here, down 5 here. $3,500 down 4 here, down 5 here, and I sold $3,400. Sold it $3,400. That'll be 3,600 for the buyer. 3,600 for the buyer.
Because you got to realize it sold for $3,400 plus you got an auction premium, right? You got to pay that, and then the seller's got to pay the premium too. So you're not getting all that. So figure it sold for 4. Let's say 10%. Let's use 10% for that. So it sold for 32. So another 10, 35. Then I got to pay a percentage of what it sold for. So I'm only getting, maybe the net exactly what it sold for. So it's a little rough, a little hard. So hard to get into that. Got to find the right auction, right? Key is, I would think the key would be bringing multiple bikes. That way you can win some and lose some. But I know, hopefully, my buddy makes up the difference in his with the Harley Davidson that's coming up later. I mean the Indian that's coming up later. You need that. Not looking real good for the home team. But while we're doing this, I'll show you what I'm doing. While these auctions are going on, I'll let you back so you can watch them. But I'm touching up the Honda on the inside of this, on this cover. Just adding some paint in here, touching it up. I'm gonna come back through. I gotta finish polishing this up, so we're gonna I'm gonna put it right there so it'll sit a little more balanced, and then maybe I can get some, because all the paint is rolling to one side. See if I do a couple of them at a time, and then I'll come back and finish polishing it up. See if I can get some right here. Yep, we'll see if that makes a difference. We'll put some right here too. Who knows, maybe it'll make it. Yeah, it's getting there. Okay, let's let that cook. And we'll put you back over here. We can watch. We got a couple of more motorcycles. Let's see how many more we got left till we get to the end. I don't want to watch everything, but I do want to see when this guy's coming up. Oh, we got this, a couple of these guys. And then probably about 10, 12. A bunch right here. About 15 minutes. I'm going to check back in with you guys. And I mean, I can leave you running if you want to watch it, but I can leave it running. I'm going to keep cleaning. I'm listening to it, so.
5 here down 7.5 here. 865 and 67.5. $100
Let me know which ones you like.
How you get along on this one? 65 and 7.5 here. 6,500. 7.5 here. $5 now 7. 7,000 here down 7 here. $7,000 down 7. 7,000 now 2.5 down 7 spit 250. 7,250 here. $100 here down 7 down 2.5 here. 7,200 now 5. 7,500. 7,500 5 here. $7,500 now 7.5 down 77.50. 5's over here 7.5 here. 7,750 here. $100 here down 76. So what do you do? 76 now 77. Then 7,700. Then 7,700 down 7,700. Then 7,700 down here down 7 here. Then 77 down 9 down 7,800. Then 7,800 down to 8 here to 8 all about down 8 here. Then 7,800 last call. All in 7,800 and die. Sold 7,700 and that'll go to 386 the buyer.
Lot number 117 to 1969 Yamaha TD2A Road Racer, rebuilt and race ready. Lot number 117.
And come out here, go. I'm down here down 15,000. Hey, 15,000 here down 15 here down 10,000 so. Hey, 10,000 here down 10 here down 10,000 here down 2,025. Hey, 2,500 down 5 here down 2,500 here down 5. Hey, 2,500 down this built, it's rebuilt, race ready now. Hey, 2,500 down now 3 here down 3 and now 5. Hey, 3,500 here down 5 here down 3 down 3,500 here down 5. Hey, 3,500 down now 4 here down 4 here down 4. Hey, now 4,000. Come on here down 4 now 5. Hey, 4,500 down 6 here down 45 now 5. Hey, now 5,000 here down 5,500 here down 5 here. Hey, 6,000 here down 6 here now 5. Hey, 6,500 down 6 is 5 7. It's 7 down 5 down 8 down 8,000. Hey, 8,000 here down 8 here down 800 down 5. Hey, 8,500 down 9,000. You gotta be 9 here to front 9,000. Then 9,000 here down 9 here down 9. Hey, 9,000 here down 85 down 9 here down all in. Hey, 9,000 here down 9 here down last call 9,000 down here and a half. We'll pass that one. Go to number 117.
All right, it'd be 118 tokens, 1973 North Production Racer Replica, offered at no reserve. Production Racer Replica.
Let me move you over here because I'm going to have to plug this computer in.
North Production Racer Replica.
And 500 down 500 hey, pretty bike right here on this Norton and 20 here. Hey, and 20 grand here down about 10 here down 10,000 down 10. Hey, 2,000, 2,500 down 3 here down 3. Hey, now 3,500 down 4 here down 45, 5,500. Hey, 5,500 down 5 here down 5,500 all. Hey, 5,500 down 5's on the internet. 5,500 $5,500 where? Hey, $5,500 every to the dad. 5 here, $500 $5,500 $5 here. Hey, $5,500 every to the dad. 5 here, $500 2 and a half before we go. Hey, $5,250 per $9 every to the dad. 5 here, $500 2 and a half $5 250. Hey, $52 and a half per $9 every to the dad. 5 here, $500 2 and a half $5 every to the dad. Last call. 52 and a half. Are you sure? 5,250 per $9 every to the dad. Sold 5,000 right here. 54.59 to buyer. 5,000 54.59 to buyer. Thank you.
Line number 119 of 1975 Norton 850 Commando by Colorado Norton Works. This bike, Norton Works did 150 of these Commandos. This is number 103. Partial list of work performed, including complete engine and head rebuild and upgrade, complete gearbox rebuild and upgrade, complete clutch primary, and final drive rebuild and upgrade as well. This is a resto mod of motorcycles that includes complete book of all work performed. 75 Norton 850 Commando.
And come out 5 turn on every on the north, turn on every 35,000 and 35,000 down 5 here attracted a lot of attention here. I know about 30 and $30,000 every 30 here about it. I let everybody play 10,011 10 11 turn on every 11,000 every 10 11 11,000 turn on every 10 turn on here every now 12 now $12,000 every 12 here to Mayor Dollar, maybe to that 11 of that 12, and $12,000 here down dollar, maybe to that 12 here to Mayor Dollar, maybe to that 11 of that, that 12 here to Mayor down all that, and $12,000 here down dollar, maybe to that 12 here to Mayor Dollar, maybe to that 11 of that 12, 11 and 12, and after that now 13, and after that dollar, maybe to that 13 here, and $13,000 here down dollar, maybe to that 13 here to Mayor Dollar, maybe to that Jeff, we got a lot more bike than that.
That's right, Dope. Only 115 of these Commandos done by Colorado Norton Works. This bike, number 103, complete engine head rebuild and upgrade, complete gearbox rebuild as well. Here's a buying opportunity.
You bet. 12 and 13,000 $13, 13 now 14 and $14,000 14 here $14 $14 $14 and $14,000 all in $14 last call and $14,000 we'll keep that one. Let's go to number 120.
Here's number 120, a 1963 Harley-Davidson Teleglide, two-stroke, single-cylinder engine, 3-speed transmission, headlight and tail light, front and rear drum brakes, showing 6,591 miles, engine serial number 63BT 1983, a 63 Harley Teleglide.
They drove this right up to the door and rolled it in here, and it's pretty special. Take a look at a 63 Harley. Into about turn down to me here, about 30 and 30,000 per $30 here down about 20 here down start along 10,000 and $10,000 here down $10 here $10,000 here down 10 and $10,000 down 10 here $10 $5,000 $5,000 who wants it $5,000 $5,000 $5 here, $5 $5,000 $5 here. Are you in here?
That's a good price too.
47 half bid and $5,000 $5,500 7 half 6 out. $6,000 secured secured $6,000 never mind you're down 2 and a half and now 5 and $6,500 now 5 and 7 half and now 7 half and now $7,000 up here $7,000 all have and $7,000 down to the 7 and 67 half and now 7 here down $7 here and 67 half and now 7 here down all in all done and $7,000 now 2 and half here down 250 and now 5 and $7,500 down $5 here and $7,500 down $500 on here, down, every to that, 5 on here, down, 5 on, it's 7,500, and once, twice, third, final call, 7,500, it's 7,500, down, every to that, 7,500, down, 5, it's 7,500, and we'll pass that one and go to number, and that number is going to be 121, 121.
121 is the next one offered. Folks, we do want to remind you as we go throughout the day, if there's something that we pass on, that maybe we don't get close enough on the figure, you would like to make an offer on that. Where's Muffy?
That's about time to be here.
Muffy, we just called her the deal damsel this morning. We don't know whether she likes that or not. But anything that you would like to make an offer on, if you'll see Muffy, would you wave at everybody?
I called her the diva of deals.
The diva of deals.
Yeah.
That's probably more appropriate. Here's lot number 121, a 2003 custom-built chopper offered at no reserve. One-of-a-kind bike, no expense spared. Just a few of the highlights on the bike. Double teardrop, down tube frame, multi-layered custom paint that looks black indoors. It shows burgundy red flakes. Here's an awesome bike.
And you've had to come out of here. We go, and I like it. What do you want to do? 50,000, about 25, 25,000 I'm here about it. Just start along. $10,000, $10,000, $10,000, about 5,000 on the chopper. 5,000, $5,000, $5,000, 4,000 spent, and 45, and 4, here down 45, and 5, 55, 55, $5,500, $5,500, he's right down here, 5,500, hey, 5,500, how about 2.5 on a beautiful bike, 5,250, here about 5 right there, and 2.5. Yes, sir, go ahead, Jeff.
It's got a Merch Performance engine in it, built by Gary Merchant himself. Releases made it to a Baker 6-speed tranny as well.
5 is bid, and 2.5 on it. 52.5, here down, $5,250. We're on top. Here we go. 52.5. You want on it? Here we go. 52.5 on it. 5,250. We're down, $5 here. 52.5. Money's in Missouri. 5,250. 2.5 on it. Here. So $5,000, $53.40 the buyer, headed to Lone Jack, Missouri. Thank you. All right.
Lot number 122 in 1984, Harley-Davidson FLHS 80. Only 500 produced, original, unrestored, 1,340cc bike. Lot 122.
122, here's an up here. 20. Good $20,000 here down, 10 here, 25 and 3, and 3,000, 2.5, and now 5, 35, 4 here down, 4,005, and 4,500 down, now 5, and 5 here, 5, and 45 and 5,000 here down, 5 here, now 5,500, and 50 and 6,000 here down, 5, and 6,500 down, 7 here, and now 5, 75 down here, down 5, and 8, and 5, and 9, and 9,000 here down, now 10 down. Here down, $10 here, and 10,000 here down, 1,100 and 11,000 off. The 10 is bid, now 11 here down, 11 here, here down 11, down 11. The 10,000, 11,000, and I'm going to be on 10 here down 11. Hey, 11,000 good looking Harley, 11,000. 10, 11 down here down, fill your man's out, 11 down here down, now 12. Then now 12,000 here down, 12 here, 12,000 here down, 12 here, 12 here, 12 here, 12,000 last call, 12,000 here, and now we will have to keep that one passed. Go to number 123.
Lot 123 at 2009, Harley-Davidson CVO Screaming Eagle Ultra Classic. The most expensive Harley built for this year. It has the options. In 2012, They had the stage 3 engine upgrade done to increase the cubic inches to 110 and increase the horsepower. Work was performed with all genuine Harley-Davidson Screaming Eagle parts as well. The bike is like new condition, has always been stored in a climate-controlled environment, showing just over 23,000 miles.
Come out up here we go. All right, 123's number divided down to that dollar, now 15,000 15, pretty good looking road bike, Screaming Eagle. Here we go. 10,000, 10,000, 7's up here, now 75, 75, 8, 9, 9, now 5, 9,500, now 10, 5, now 11, left here, I gotta be 11, 11,000, left on here, 11,000, 11. Hey, internet, you're on both places now, 11,000, left on here, 11. Hey, 11,000, left here, Wayne, what you got? Hey, 11,000, left here, I got 10 in 3 places. Everybody on the internet is trying to do the same thing. Everybody on the internet, I saw, I got Wayne at 10. One of the internet bidders going to be 11. Now 5. 11's bid, 11,500. 11,500. 11,500. I'm going to be down 5 here. Hey, 11,500. Now 5. And now 12. 12 here. Hey, now $12,000. 12 here. 12,000. Hey, 12,000. That's the kind of bike you're going to 12. Now 5. 12,005. 12,500. Now 13. Now 13,000. Jeff's in down here. 12,500. I'm asking 13,000. Hey, 13,000 up here. 13 here. No 5. Now 13,500 here. 5 here. 13,500. Hey, 13,500. Now 14,000 here. 14 here. Hey, 14,000 here. Internet's got to be 14,000. Hey, 14 here. 14 here. 14 out of $1. Hey, check 7.5 for you. You get a half for the 13.7.5. 13.7.5. I don't think you got 7.5, Phil. 14. Now 12.5. I'm sorry, I'm right ahead of you over here at 14. Need 12.5. 14.250. 14.250. You're not $1. Jeff, well done. You're not now 12.5 here. 14,250. You're not $1. Here, that last call. All in. 14, 12.5 and a half. So down here, 14,000. Thank you. 202, the buyer, 202. All right.
Lot 124, a 2012 Harley-Davidson XL 1200X, the 48, offered at no reserve. Tons of tasteful upgrades, including Vance and the Heinz fuel pack programmer, dual grenade exhaust system with a deep, mean growl, Vance and the Heinz air intake, Roland Sands accessories, showing 7,538 miles.
Right, time out. Here we go. 10,000. Start off 5. And I thank you now. 5,500, 6,000. 6,000. 6 here. 6,000 here. 6,000. You get 5 or 55. I got 5 up here. I need 55. 5's up here. I need 55. And down 5. And down 6. 6 here. 6,000. And I'm going to be 6 here. 5,500. 6,000. And I'm 6 here. 55 is bid. 6 here. 6,000. I'm all the way down in Guatemala with 5,500. Who wants to be 6,000? 6,000. $6 here. About 7.5. 5,700. 55 and 7.5. So $5,500 headed to Guatemala. That is buyer Carlos 280363, paddle 5058. 5058, right? 5058. All right, very good.
Lot number 125, a 2021 Harley-Davidson XL 883N iron, offered at no reserve, Cobra dual exhaust system, ready to ride in style, 6,125 miles.
And 125 is the number, and come out. And here, I got 4 up here, and 45. And 4,500 under, and 4,500 under, and 5 now 5,500 now 5 is bid, 5,500 and 5 up. And 5,500 and 5 here, and 5 and 5,500. And 5,500 and 5 here, and 5 and 5,500 and 5 up. And 5,500. Now 5,500. I got conflicting. I got 5,000 in Pomona, California. That's the one I was looking at. But the other screen is showing the same price. I need 55 for Henderson. You got to be 55. 5 bid, 55. 5,500. Now 6,000. Hey, Pomona, California, got to be 6,000. 55 is bid, down 6,000. Hey, 55 and 6,000. 6 here, 55 with Henderson, down 6,000. Hey, 6,000. Proxy, you're out, 6,000. Hey, 6,000. 6 here, 6,000. 6,000. Hey, 55 and 6,000. 6 here, go ahead.
Nope, we are showing this is a 2021 Harley bike XL883 iron. Only 6,125 miles.
You got 6,000's the bid?
No reserve.
No reserve. I've got 55 online. I'm asking 6,000. And 6,000. 6 here, 6,000. All them. 6,000. 6 here, last and final call. 6,000. 7.5. You'll do that? 57.5. And he said nope. So 5,500, 5,500. That's going to be buyer 8115. Is that correct? 8115, the buyer. Thank you.
Lot number 126 in 1985 Honda VF1000R offered at no reserve. Highly collectible mid-80 Superbike 4-stroke 9-degree V4 cylinder dual overhead cam for valves per cylinder, liquid-cooled engine, dry weight 520 pounds, top speed 150 miles per hour, making it the fastest production bike in 1985.
All right. Hey,
no reserve.
No reserve. And come on, a quick one. All right. Come on here. 20 here. $10,000. Paying $10,000. 12 and a half bid. 15 off. Paying 1,500. 17. Now 2. 2 here. 2,000. 2 off. Paying 2. 2 here. 2 chip at 15. You'll be 17 and a half. Paying 17 and a half. Half here. 1,750. And now $2,000. 2 here, 17 and a half, and down 2 here, 2. At 22 and a half. I got 2 online. I need 2 and a half. I got 2 online. I buy 2 and a half. Now 5. 5 here, 25 here. And 2,500. 5 here, 2,500. 5 up. 2,500. 2 and a half. 5 here, 5 up. 2 and a half. And now 2,500. No reserve. Bike's going to sell 2,500. And now 7.5 on it. 25 and 7.5. Got 25 and need 7.5. You're not money's on the floor. 5. Here, $5 you're down 7.5. 25 and down 7.5. Volume. 25 and 27.5. Internet bidders, last call. Here we go. 2,750. Now $3,000. 3,000. I thought he'd like to go fast. $3,000. $3,000. 3 here. 3.5. So 2,750, and that's going Phil's bidder number 376. The buyer 376. Thank you. Here's going to be 127.
Lot 127 of 1994 BMW R1100 RS. This item did not arrive in the auction. Passing on this one and going to lot number 128.
Okay.
All right, lot number 128, a 2001 BMW K1200 RS. Get fired up with this slick yellow and black design BMW bike. Perfect for traveling, including the BMW lockable hard shell saddlebags, one lock to rear rack leather zip back, custom leather seat, and custom airflow fairing. a 2001 BMW K1200 RS.
All right, 127 did not arrive. We're going to go on to 128, and that's the yellow BMW. Tell me all about it. Turn down to me here. All right, which one? Turn down this one. Turn down to me here. And 12 and a half, and down 15. $100. Turn down 1500. Turn down 1750. And 2 and a half, and down 2. Turn down 250. And 22. 150. Turn down half here. Now 2 till a half. 8 2's online, and 8 2 and a half, and down 5, and down 5, and down 5, and down 25. And $2,500. Down 5 here, down $2,500. And 2,500. Down 5 here, down $2,500. And now 7 and a half, and down half here, down now 3. And 3 here, down 3 pair, down 7 and a half, and now 3. And 7 and a half, and down 3. Now 2 and a half, and down now 5, and down 35. So and 35, and down here down 7 and a half, 4 here down 4,000 internet. You got to be 4 and 4,000 out here down 4 pair down 4 and 4,000 here down 4 pair down. That's a pretty BMW bike. 4,000 and 7 and a half, and now 4 here down 4 pair down $400 all in and 4,000 out here down 4 pair down 4 down watching here down 4 and 4,000 down here down 7 and a half, and down 4 pair $400 $400 for. Hit 4 here down all in here down 4 here down 4. We'll have to pass that one. Go to number 129.
Lot number 129, a 2000 Indian Gilroy Chief, offered at no reserve. A rare example of an Indian Chief with only 4,217 miles showing. Beautiful two-tone paint job, full chrome front end with extended front turn signal lenses, beach bars, stainless braided lines, rare fender guards, and document holder license plate. 2000 Gilroy Chief.
I tell you what, this is a pretty special bike. Take a look here on a Gilroy Chief, and lots of folks found this one. Here we go, 10,000 first. And $10,000 here down. I got 6,000 online, $6,500. And $6,500 here down. 5 here down. Now 7 here down. 7 and $7,000 here down. 7 pair down. 7 here down. 7 and now 5, $7,500 here down. 5 here down. 7,500 off. And 7,500. $5 here, down 7 down 5 here. And $7,500 down 5 here, down 7 down here down 5 down 5 and $7,500 down 5 here, down 7's up here online. I'm asking $7,500 here down now. Take 2 and a half. And $7,250 here down half here, down 7 down 250. And $7,250 here down half here, down 7 down here down 7,250. And 72 and a half. All in. Turn on 2 and a half. And half here. And a half. So $7,000. That'll be $8,115 to buyer. Thank you. All right, let's go to number.
Lot number 130, a 2003 Gilroy Indian Chief Roadmaster, offered at no reserve. This bike, powered plus engine, often referred to as the bottle cap, showing 3,600 miles. Another great example of a ready-to-run, ride, or display bike.
And here we go. $5,000 here down 7 and a half, 6,000. And 7 and a half, 5750 is bid. I'm asking $6,000. And $6,000 here down 6 here, down 7 and a half, and down 6 and 2. Got it 2 places. Got it right here first. Yep. I took it on Henderson. I need 6,000. Proxy got to be 6,000 here down. Down 6 here. All right, I got you. All right, 7 and a half, 6 here. And 6,000 here down. I got you. I got it. Here down. Down 6 here. And 6,000 down here down 6 here. Down 7 and a half, and down 6 here. And 7 and a half, and now 6,000 down here down 6 here. Down 6,000 here. And 6,000 down here down. Another one of those good Gilroy Chiefs. Here we go. 6,000 and 7 and a half, and now 6 all in. Here down 6 here. Down 600 down 6,000 and 6,000 down here down once twice. Third and final call, 6,000 here down and I have. So 5,750, and that'll be $8,115 to buyer. Thank you. And here I'm going to turn it over to my good friend Jason Miller. Jason.
Lot number 131, a 2003 Gilroy Indian Chief Vintage number 45, offered at no reserve. This bike with the Power Plus, offer referred to as the bottle cap. Tons of rare accessories, including solo saddle trim, leather fender trim, and custom leather grip covers, showing 7,514 miles.
All right, lot 131's no reserve. Now let's go to work. I'm going to 10,000. Hit 10, 10, 10, 10, 10 here, 10,000 where? I'm going to 5 here, now 6 here, I'm going to $5,500, now 6 here. I'm going to now 5, I'm going to $6,500, I'm going to $6,500 here. 6 here, down to 6,000. $6,500 6 here, now 5, I'm going to now 7, Bill, I'm going to 7,000. Now $7,000. Wood 5 here, going to proxy, going to be 7,000. I'm going to Australia, going to be $7,000. Hit 65 here to go, and I'm going to 7,000 here. I'm going to money baller now 7 here, now 7,000. 65 here, even be 7 here. I'll take 67 half. I'm going to 500, I'm going to 7 half. Hammers higher, we're going to go 6,500. So now 7 half hour. I'm going to 50 here, I'm going to now 7,000. And I'm 7 here, and I'm going to 7 grand in the town. Now 7 money baller now 700. 67 half here. About 7,000. I'm going to be now fills it now 1750. A 7 here, 8 and 2.5. It's 72. I'm going to be here to the go ahead, sir. I'm going to do 90. Don't think about it. You get to 9,000. At 7 here, I'm going to be 72. Now 5. And I'm 500. I'm going to be 200. I'm going to be now 5. Get 2 5. Yes, sir. Production number 45 on this bike. Production number 45. I got 72 and a half, and 7,500, 77 and a half, $8,000. I'm going to do now 8,000. I'm going to give me 77 and a half, old friend. I'm going to do 77 and a half here. I'm going to do 94. I'm going to do 7750 tall. It's 7 and a half here. I'm going to do 7. No, sir. I get 75 here. Give me 7 and a half, yo. So you want to give 750? 5's on the net. Need 77 and a half. It's 75 here to go. 7 and a half. I'm going to do number 45 production unit. I'm going to do 77 here. All done. Hammer time. We're going to go. I 77. I'm going to see all through. All done. I'm going to do how about free lunch? I'm going to do some needs. I'm going to about 500. I'm going to about 7 after this. She gone 7,500. Put them on buyer number 8115. Thank you.
Lot number 132. Here's one of the Henderson feature bikes. A 1938 Indian Chief, no title, bill of sale only. Offered here today, ladies and gentlemen, lot number 132.
All right. You done
Okay.
talking about this?
This is my buddy's other bike.
On a bike that nice. Mercy. Look at that one. Look at it, 1938 Indian. I'm going to give 75,000. I'm 75. He'll give 50. 50. I'm going to get down 10. Now 20. I'm going to build down 20,000. Now 30. At 20 here. Get down. 30 here. Down. 30 here.
It's got to go north of
35. 40,000.
45.
40. About 40 grand. What 40 here? I'm going to about $40,000. I'm going to here 40 here. About 40.
It's got to go north of 50, actually.
She's a 1938 model. I'm talking about Indy. 35. Down 40,000. Now 35. 40. I'll take 37.5 here. Now 40. A 75 here. Down. I'm going to get 40. I'm going to get 40. I'm going to get 40 here. If 40 did, get down. Get down here. You got 39. And now 40. I'm going to money down 40,000. Get down about 40 bail. And now 40 down to Australia. Give me that $40,000. And we're going to about 40 here. Down to about $40,000 bed here. What 40 here? I'm going to about $40,000. I'm going to about 40.
Short.
I'm going to $40,000. I'm going to Bernie. I'm going to about 90. Now 42. And I'm 42. That'll be down to about 42. Wayne. A 40's online. And I'm 2. That'll be down to about 42. I'll take 40 now 5. And I'm 45,000. I'm 42. 5 here. Now 45. I'm going to 5. Now 45 here. Down. You got anything, sir? I'm going to hit you by ding. Talk about it.
There's a lot of these bikes that we see that have the appearance of being a classic bike. The appearance of being a classic bike, but this is a 38. Beautiful color combination as well. Here's a buying opportunity, ladies and gentlemen. A collector, all the motorcycle collectors in the room should be on this bike.
And you can ship this to any continent in the world, and they're going to love it when it gets off that trailer, off that truck, or off that plane. Because if it goes to Australia, it'll be on a plane. I got 45, I need 47.5. Do it. I'm going to do 75. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do 75. I'm going to do Phil's he trying to bid. I'm going to do 47. I'm going to be C5 now 50. I'm going to do 50,000. I'm going to be 90. I'm going to be no be scared. I'm going to do $50,000. I'm going to be even a buyer with 50 here. I'm going to be Melly. I'm going to see 50. I'm going to do 50,000. I'm going to do 30. I'm going to put him at 50. I'm going to do $50,000. I'm going to do 50. I'm going to do 90. 50 here. No sir, I got 47. The name of your match got to be 50,000. I'm going to do 91. Go ahead. Hey. Okay, 50. Go ahead. 50. Go ahead. Now 2. 52. The bill. 2 here. 50. $2 here. $52,000. 52. Now 52. Now 5. And I'm 55. No sir. 55. That's all. 925. And now 5. Now 55. 5 is there. And everybody else all in 25. 5 and a half. So $52,000. 500. Put them on buyer number 5554. Thank you. 52.5.
So
Lot 133 in 1973 Ducati Sport 750. This bike documented by
let me shut this off.
32,400.
Because that's what I was waiting to see. Right? I was waiting to see how the bikes turned out. I don't really need to watch the rest of it. And I wasn't watching it. I was putting the exhaust on the CB750. Finally, putting the exhaust on. It's been just kind of a pain because kickstart, I mean the whatever that thing is, kickstand has to fit on the side, and so has to fit through the exhaust. So but now I've at least got some exhaust on it. The exhaust is on it, so now I can put the battery in. We can see if we can get some kind of noise. We're getting close. I still have to, let me get this guy on. I still have to wet sand the tank one more time. Let me see if I can straighten this guy up. I don't want it to fall off. I've just got it on jack stands in the back because I had to jack up because I couldn't use it with this jack because it was in the way of where it had to go. So now I've got it on, but I've got it on jack stands. I still have to wet sand and paint it because this is still the primer. The primer, I've got a wet sand. You see I got a little spot right there. And if you saw the video where I smashed this, I went ahead and repaired that. And we repaired this, all this was Bondo before, so we went ahead and repaired that. And then we put a little skim coat on top of it. It's not bad. It's coming around. We'll take the stool off of it because I put it up there while I was sweeping the floors. So it's definitely coming together. Now I can start picking stuff up out of the way. One of the big problems was because the exhaust wasn't on, I wasn't able to roll it around. I mean, I could roll it, but I'd have the exhaust dragging. But now I can clean up the rest of this mess, which will be awesome. Then it's buttoning this thing up. I've got to finish painting the tank, and then I've got to put the decals on, all the decals, and then clear coat all of it on top of the decals. So I've got to do that. Once I get to that, we should be good. But this is starting to come together. Starting to come together. It's not a bad motorcycle. It's actually a kind of cool motorcycle. The only other thing I have to source is a front brake caliper because that one doesn't. I'm gonna check and see if I can get it to work. I've already got a new front master cylinder. I might as well put a new front caliper on there just so that I know it's all good and don't have to worry about it. It's got a new wiring harness in. Again, this wiring harness has all the Scotch locks on it too because it probably had a fairing on it and they probably did that so they could wire it in, which it sucks, but I couldn't do anything about it. But the good thing is that I didn't have all of this bit. It was way better than the last one, as you saw earlier in this video. So it's coming around. I've got to put the cable on here, throttle cable on. I got to run that. I've got to put the carburetors on, then just overall cleaning up, finish putting the decals on. But the cool thing is the decal set I have comes with everything. It came with all of the decals. So we're going to put those on everywhere they go, which will make it look really good. And if you haven't seen these other videos for this one, go ahead and check it out. I'll link it up overhead so you can see it because we've done a good bit of work on it. We only paid, I think, $300 for this motorcycle, so we didn't pay a whole lot, but it's starting to come around. And we haven't had a lot of time to be able to get in and out of the shop, so that's why I'm cleaning it, because that's how I start. When I got to get restarted, I've got to clean. Everything's got to be clean so I can get back into it. So let me set you guys up right here, and then I'll keep going at it. This video, we're going to post this video as is. It'll be like 12 hours long, but that's okay. If you want to watch it, that's good. If you don't, that's cool too. But I'm not gonna hold it against you, you know, but we're just gonna put it out there, see what happens. I'm gonna keep going on this. I'm gonna clean up my mess. I gotta run this. Gotta run my mic up. There we go. And I'll put away the rest of my mess. Actually, I think I gotta hammer this bolt here. I think I do. I gotta get this guy in. Oh, I don't want to pull this thing off the stand for sure. Let me see. Maybe if I can get to it this way. I'm trying to use the stock. This isn't quite the exhaust for this bike, but you can see it originally came with these extenders, these extensions that would bolt right in here. It would bolt right on this side, right behind the peg and go. But I managed to get this one to fit right on that, and I like it because it's cleaner, right? It follows the line of the frame a little bit better. So, but it's just kind of a pain in the butt to get to it. So I've got to get this guy up in there and figure out how to do it. And the other thing I am going to find is I'm going to source a center stand for this because I don't have a center stand. And I wish I did. If I did, it would make it a little easier. So, because I kind of like a center stand. It's a little more stable than what, when you're doing things like this. If I need to do work on the rear wheel or something, I don't have to worry about getting a jack and doing it. So let me get some of this stuff up out of the way that I'm not going to use, I'm not going to need, and then let me see if I can get that guy back in there. Like, first off, this guy, let me get it over here. When you have a small shop, you got to be creative about where everything goes. Maybe I can pinch that in with a pair of pliers or something. I don't know. Let me see. See if I can go underneath. Let's see if I can squeeze this in to get this. I can go here. See if I can squeeze this guy in. Just this. Okay. Let me see if I can just. Yeah, I probably can. Let me see what that is. Let's see if I just put a wrench on it. Is it a 15? It's probably a 14. Probably a 14. Alright. Let's see if I can just screw it through. Righty tighty, right? Let's see if I can get this to. Oh, I just don't want that thing. Come on through. Come on. It would be nice if it would just thread through. Doesn't look like it. Maybe, I don't know. Oh, I think it is. I think it is. Oh, yeah, science. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and put this guy on, even though I've got to put the. Now, let's see if I can cheat. 14. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. See if I just hold it with this one, and then do that. Let's go. Yeah, it should work. See if I can get this guy back on. See
See if I can get this guy on. That should be tight enough. Good job. Look at that. Bob's your uncle. Perfect. Exhaust somewhat on. It's not on all the way. I've got to do one other thing. I think I need, was it this one? I think it was this one. I need a little bit of paint. Right here, you can see where it is. Right here, I've got to touch up the back end of this. See how I touched up the back end of that one? I got to touch up the back end of this one. I'm going to do it super quick. Is that it? Let me see if I can get you there. Right there. We're just going to hit it. There we go. And then we're going to get this paper towel. And we'll wipe off everything. Everywhere else I didn't want paint. There. Not perfect, but it just looks better, right? It doesn't have to be perfect, just has to look cleaner. So, good, we're solid on that. See, this one looks pretty good. This one sits in a little closer than what this one does, but I'm not going to argue. This one may be a little bent. It should go in a little bit further. Maybe I could hunch it in, but this one sits in pretty good. Maybe, not too bad. No, it's not too bad. It looks like the one on the right may sit out a little bit too far, but maybe I can wallop it a little bit to get it in there. We'll see. But so far, that's better. Better looking motorcycle. So, good, good, good. Good, good, good. What is this? Oh, that's like a worn spot. It's like a worn spot on top of the exhaust. Again, I haven't done much to them since I got them. I did weld up the little hole, not the hole, there was a little bit of a broken bit on the end of the one on the right, so I just welded it up. Again, I'm not some special welder, but just to go ahead and do it. So that's it, not too bad. This bike's coming along. Freeze up. Next thing is, let me get, not today, because I think I'm running out of time today, but the next thing will be to get, first off, I got to finish doing my chores. I got to finish cleaning up in here. I got to put stuff away. But the next thing will be to get this guy to where I can roll it around, this CB350. The reason why I stopped, and the reason why I stopped on it, the engine's good, everything's good. It's got a battery, it's got everything, it's all good. It needs headers. Those on the ground are not for it. They were just something, and because I don't have headers, I can't do the rest of the exhaust. I paid 200 bucks for this motorcycle, so I'm not trying to spend a lot of money on it. I'm trying to keep the cost down. That's why I didn't want to go out and spend a couple $100 on headers. That's why I haven't done it. That's really the cheapskate in me is the reason why I haven't finished this CB350. It's all good. I just didn't want to put any more money into it. I wanted to do it for as little money as possible, and I ran into a roadblock. But everything else is good. Everything else is ready to go. It's cleaned up. I've got carburetors there that I have to put on. I may just get it running. I may put all the badges back on just so that they're not hanging out. And then I think I'm
I may be done with it. I think I may put these badges on right now while I'm thinking about it. I got a couple of badges to put on. I've got them all right here. I'll show you in just a second. I've got them all right here, so. Yep. They're all right here and they just push on. See, here they are. The wings for the tank, Hondas for the tank, 350s for the side covers. These are the wrong three. That was the other thing that I was looking for. I need blue ones. I don't have blue ones. So I need blue ones to go on it, and I don't have any. I don't have any up there. No, I normally keep them. No, I don't have any. So that was the other thing why, that didn't stop me, but that's a sticking point on the side covers because I need blue ones of these to be able to do it. And again, I didn't feel like paying 75 bucks for a pair of side covers, for a pair of emblems for the side covers. But I'm gonna go ahead and push these on right now because they literally do just push on. They're just push, little push pins. So I will clean that up underneath there a little bit, just with a little soft brush. I will do that. Here's one. No, come on. Got all the brushes in here. This is the one I want. I had taken these off when I polished the tank, so I'll put them back on. Just so I don't have to worry about where they are and worry about losing any of them. Come on. Shoot. Oh, that's got stuff in there. There we go. Emblems on that side. Let's get the emblems on the other side. Use a little brush under here. Same thing with this one. Where'd my brush go? Right here. Honda, make sure I'm putting these things in right side up. Drop it like it's hot. Here we go. This one on. Okay, so what I was talking about before, this is that's the color I need. I had that one already. This is the one I have, which these two are in great shape. I just need one more of those. So, and it makes a huge difference when you stick these guys right over here. This is why I'm a little crazy when it comes to this stuff, because it makes such a difference. When you go from there to here, and some people just say, I don't need side covers. I'm like, yeah, you do. Look at the difference. That just cleans the whole thing up. So it's not too bad. It just needs to be done. All right, little bit. I think I'm going to end up just putting it all back together, and then I may move it on. It may move on to somebody else's house. It's good as it sits. I painted the side covers. I've cleaned up it relatively good. If you remember what it looked like prior to, it's not in bad shape. So we just got to, I think we have the coils. Yeah, the coils are on. Everything's on. I just got to put everything, screw everything back in, put the intakes on, put the carburetors on, back wheel, and Bob's your uncle. Got to clean up this rear shock, which is right down here. I got new brakes to put on it right down there. So this one would be, again, the mess in the shop was holding me up, but that's the next one, or one of the next ones, you know, that we're working on, and we got to finish up. The other one is, I just got the parts in, but I'm waiting on gaskets for the C200 so I can finish rebuilding the top end. The new piston is on, that's on, so I just need the gasket so I can finish that. And we picked that up at Barber. Didn't realize until too far into it that the piston, the rings were stuck in the pistons. In the piston, it only has one. So it's not too bad. And then we're still almost finished with this guy. Let me just go ahead and clean this guy up right now, since it looks like it's about done. That's 1,000, that'll be good. We'll just go ahead and sand it down. This is 1,000. Let's see if I have anything higher. I think I may have a 3,000. Because I just need to get this 1,000 to be okay. I'll polish on top of it. I'm just going to use it to get the paint off. Yeah, it works out. So see, it doesn't matter if you wipe over it because I'm using this to clean it off. So, and just sanding through. And I like to leave it on the flat surface to do it, because if I do it in my hands, I'll end up pushing in and I'll get a little bit further. I'll get a little too deep on the, and I'll pull out the stuff that I don't want to pull out. So we'll keep going at this. Yep, it's getting there. It's not bad. Not bad. Yep, and then we'll polish the rest of it up. Yeah. Yeah, it's coming around. Not too bad. And then we'll polish it with the drill after this paint dries a little bit more. Oh, that's looking better, right? I don't know if it's supposed to be Honda in black on these, but I just think that it looks better. So I don't know if it's correct. Yeah. And my love-hate relationship with polishing is I do a little until it looks better, and then I stop, and then I come back to it. I'm just looking, can I get it 10-15% better? And then I move away from it, and then I come back to it, and can I get it 10-15% better? I'm not one of those guys that I'm gonna go ahead and polish for a couple hours. Now I'm gonna do it for 10-15 minutes, and then that'll be it, and then I'll come back to it a little later. Like, I'll do it right now just because I'm thinking about it. What was that? Oh, that's that bolt that I broke. We put this away. We'll get this little guy here. Where'd he go? Oh, this guy will be good. Let's get a little bit of this. See, like I said before, I was going to wait, but when I'm thinking about it, I do it. Whether it's the right time or not, doesn't matter. I'm going to stay away from this, the Honda words, just because I don't want to dig in and pull off the paint. Just until it dries, and I'll come back to it and get a little bit more. You know, this is how I do it. Doesn't mean it's the right way, it just means it's my way. But it looks better.
right? It's not perfect. It's not here, it's not there, but it does look better. So if we can keep that, let's see if I can get a little under here. Wipe it up. There we go. That'll look good on the little bike. Again, we'll get it better. Guys, so that'll be it for today. I mean, that was us hanging out in the shop. I did get a lot of stuff done. It doesn't look like it because it looks like I still have a mess over there, but all that stuff I'll pick up really quick. We did sweep up most of the floor. We did get the exhaust on the CB750. We watched an auction for an hour or so. So, not too bad, not a bad day, right? It's kind of what I do every time I come out here. It's doing a little bit here and there. The great thing about these videos is they've kept me a little more accountable. So I get way more done in the shop now than I ever did before. And I want to thank you guys for that, right? Whether you're watching it or not, it's just me putting these videos up that really helps me to get through these projects a little bit more. I say that as there's 1, 2, 3 going on, but there are 15 bikes in here, so we're okay. We're doing okay. So guys, as always, I want to thank you for watching yet another episode of Motorcycle Rewind, and I want to ask you to do me a favor. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, like, tag, and share, and follow us on Instagram at Motorcycle Rewind, and have a great day. Thanks again, guys. We'll see you next time. So, mailman just came and delivered these guys. This is original old. I love finding this original old advertising for the bikes I have. I already have the original owner's manual and original owner's manual for this little 90. But look at it right there. It's pretty crazy. And on the back, 3.5 speed box and no charge. Look at that. Ford right from there. It's pretty crazy. And then this one is from Car and Driver magazine. This is the front cover, January 1964, 50 cents. In the inside of the front cover had this guy. That's pretty awesome. I love this stuff. And one of the things I like about it, first I like finding the things for this. That's part of hunting for it. I think that's fun. Second is that if I ever go to sell this motorcycle, it has an original owner's manual. It has all this other stuff with it, so it tells a better story. So if you collect these things, find this stuff around it, it just tells a better story. So when you do go to sell it, you're selling the story too, not just the motorcycle, and that's the most important thing. So just wanted to go ahead and add that little tidbit. I had just finished recording the video, just closed it, did the outro, and then mail lady showed up. I think it's a woman. I think it was a woman today. Male person showed up and had this. I was actually hoping the gaskets for the 90 were in it, but they weren't. So, but this is equally as good. So that's it. Thanks for watching. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording.